Hey everybody, welcome back to Jess Plays Fallow. We're going to be finishing this game out today. Um, and yeah, that's basically what we're doing. No return from beyond this point. Try to sleep. Here we go, we're in REM. Viviana's voice cut through the air. She is weak. Come to the Tower of the Furnace. The five of us will leave this world forever. There was a terrible feeling of violent separation. I woke with my heart racing and blood burning the insides of my cheeks. Saturday Country High 0 days remain. Ooh, this is, I'm gonna bump down the music a little bit, because it seems like it's a little loud. Alright, alright. Okay. Let's see if we can go to any of the places we have been before. No, interesting. Okay. So all we can do is go forward, folks. So I know that the dev for this is also a musician, and she recorded all of the soundtrack for this game as well, which I think is really cool. It's kind of similar to Putrid Shark in that way, where it's like, you know... I don't know if I got all the secret things. We'll have to see. I do like how this is kind of like doing the parallax scrolling. That's really neat. Fits the mood really well. This is a short game, but it's really effective in what it does. I think it does a really nice job with like the very simplified visuals and the kind of like weird soundtrack. There were flashes of dead time. They seemed to come in waves. Ochre glass. Oh, okay. Miles of forest. Okay, so ochre glass, vision. Miles of forest, limbs. Current, rye quarter, limbs. Of electric dead body. Vision. Not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. Current. Isabeline, we know you're a liar. We did so much for you. I walked for hours or days, intrusive thoughts like a compass inside my brain. Blood, blood, blood. This reminds me of an indie game, another indie game I played way back when. Is only aching patterns spun through blood vessels of my eyes. I knew where I was going. Is only an excuse. Sealed road. Ooh, this is cool. When I was about 15, my mother and I left our country home for the city. My mother was hired as a data shaft technician. The work was hard on her. One day she came home more distraught than usual. looks like a stomach. She told me that there had been an accident. Magnetic interference of some kind. Something had pulled some of the arms directly across their plates. Dozens of feet of archival data irreparably ruined. The 6 uppermost plates had seen the worst of the damage. The incident occurred on the same day of the Dynon sightings over the city. The gouges from the data shaft's arms were perfect straight lines, northwest. My mother lost her job. We had never been close, but it was the day after that I decided to leave. Half of it was the discomfort I had always felt around her, and half of it was deciding to remove myself so she would not be burdened with caring for me, while she already struggled to care for herself. My mother had done so much right and wrong that I did not know anymore how I should feel towards her. So I ran. Viviana's sketchbook. The forest outside the windows felt like it was holding its breath. Can I continue on past this house? No, I have to come here. Okay. Just curious. And the skids. The cradle is open. V, what's happening? The tower of the furnace. The World Eater is opening a cleft. Will the hurt finally stop? Very reminiscent of that basement. We'll have safety. Fallow no more. I haven't cared. Not for a very long time. What do you wish for? For everything to stop. I'm so exhausted. You will rest. We'll all have another chance. Something's wrong. It'll be over soon. It's okay to be scared. I don't want to feel this. You won't very soon. One of the things I like about this game is it has a very, like, gosh, what's the game series called? I can't think of it now. I'll think of it. I've struggled so much. I know, Angel. There's no place for me, is there? Not in this world. Soon, there will be. Mother. Gate of the Cleft. This also feels like a set piece at the end of like a Final Fantasy XIV dungeon. Because of the damage to her body, the signal is weak. You are being sent to a way station where you will calibrate the portal's second stage. In each of the island's 4 shelters, there is a machine that must be maintained. The machines must run operational for 4 days. On the 5th day, this will all be behind you. For too many years, I did not know why I felt the rot. It hadn't been there at first. It grew carefully, a soft decay. On the day that I remember, and many unremembered before it, I felt my soul turn to wood, warping and splitting, an empty chamber exposed to the air. The water would swell its grain, soften its pores, as water does, invite upon its spores, mildew, blights of tangential illness. My protector. Her hands. Remarks like weightless downy plumes, like passively observing an unusual insect. That chamber could never again be sealed. One day, I know she remembers. I struggled in the fright of my senses' chaos. Her voice carried only anger and blame. My protector. My wooden soul trembled and cracked. The country air was hot with a fear I did not understand for too many years. Mother, why? But no answer came. Island beyond the cleft. Okay. Okay, alright, we got some places to go here. A weathered cap from an old pen. Just junk. Oh, right, yeah, all the machines have to be operational. Right. I kind of find the lack of music and just the wind, like, really kind of calming here. I understand that probably a lot of people would find it a little bit creepy, but I don't know. I'm into it. think also because I can hear waves. You know, like the seashore is just very calming to me. Wood meticulously bent and carved, shiny with a hard sap-like coating. Alright, before I do that, I want to take a look around a little bit. The jagged remains of a well. Oh. Some kind of antenna assembly. Wood and glass and unfamiliar metals. Interesting that stuff is still made out of trees. Despite the, Okay. I spent so long craving a life in the city. By the end, all I could think of was escape. The island is lonely, but the city... Or blah 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 blah, interesting. In the city, I imagine being alone, cut off. Dusty... help lessons. I can't shake the feeling of leaves. Something and... prisms... pistons... This world of filters, searching for cornflakes, my apartment... brave pressure walls, prisms, phantoms, my room walls, casings, moth bricks, basements. I have been trying for so long. I think I miss the city blue laser hives of the moth bodies. Jesus Christ, Viviana. Oh my god. Fluid shapes, blossoms, sun's the corner store by your old apartment is sinking into the lake. 5 shovels, nebula forks in the branches of acres of brine. Never thought that rising through ashscapes, cold wastes, wasted almond milk, dying in the apartment refrigerator, Bay Street, sunset. There has been a Bay Street in every city I've lived in since I was a little girl. Little girl still dying, still hurt, still fake, still scared, computers, mice, and blah blah blah. Something broken sex? Fruits, flesh, work, hold, held, reminded, always there. I wanted a peaceful life. I need. Okay. Something got out. I wish I'd been there to see. Someplace new. Been writing too much. I think scared by the feeling of a missing future. As soon as I left the city, I started working. It didn't stop. Couldn't leave that fear, that terror of people behind. But what is in its place? Fear of cessation, I suppose. To find myself too long by my fear of people. I didn't know if I miss what I had. Feel I'm always and never missing things. I can't stop writing. All this water between then and now. This island is something out of a fantasy. It's funny. All the islands this far away from the city have ruins, but this one is so... Just laughed out loud. I don't know. Reminds me of something I would have fixated on as a child. Whatever that means. City... Everyone always said the city was so beautiful. I guess it is from far away. But what isn't? Can't believe I wrote that. Across the water there is a death. I'll never go back. Jeez, okay. A potter, small basin, fashioned from hardened sap. A modest few layers of blankets from a bed. I need to calibrate the machines, then I'll sleep. Okay. Alright, and then I have another 4 days, I guess? Time to calibrate. Okay. Machines calibrated. Oh, hi. Takes me a moment to realize there's a girl in front of me. She stares at me, brow furrowed. She seems startled. How did you get here? The tower. I'm not sure. Tower? That old wreck out in the ocean? Yeah, I think so. What are you doing out there? I came from somewhere else. Not really sure. That tower's just garbage. It's an old art piece by the drifters who lived out here. What's your name? It's... Harriet. Harriet. That's a pretty name. I'm Anya. We talk for hours. It's easy. Something about her makes me feel grounded. I'm terrified. Like me, she'd run from her parents. Like mine, they'd understood her in their own way, which made it less like running and more like redefining. A stumbling cycle of new beginnings. Constant obsession with starting over. For me, it had been my mother. For her, her father. We seem to understand something rooted deep, though it has no name, and though we both seem to be very afraid of each other. It is a new fear. The sky of the island is empty. Day 2. I wonder if Anya shows back up once I can recalibrate all the machines. I'm surprised these things still work. Well, they light up anyway. Probably nothing else. Why are you so interested in them? They're supposed to help me. You're really strange. Okay, so I guess this mirrors the days that you spend in the old dead world? You know? I'm assuming that this game operates on like a multiple worlds theory. So it makes sense to me anyway. I do like the thing where it's like, oh, you know, you said you came from a city? Sure, Granfield. It's on the mainland. It's a miserable place. I've lived in a city too. So you said, what was it like? Not sure I ever should have left. I'm assuming these are metaphorical cities, right? Where it's like, you know, human connection and all that. And so it's supposed to be like balancing your time by yourself in nature and balancing time you spend in society with other people. You know? Do you get lonely here? Yeah. I used to fantasize about living alone like this. Sure, everyone does. There's no easy way out. I used to live with my sisters. Yeah. It's hard feeling attached to something so broken. Well, damn. A bent hairpin. Just junk. I wonder if these are... like, that's Eileen, and the pen is Viviana, and then I'll find something from Thea? You know? So a really loud truck just went by. Sorry, everybody. Are you not up here to talk about this? Guess not. Oh well. Day 3. I really like the music on this island. It's really nice. Are you gonna leave for the city? Not for the city, but I'll be gone in 2 days. Where? I don't know. She said my sisters are still... I don't know. I wonder if Anya is supposed to be us in a different reality. You know? Like she's like the alternate version of Isabelline. It's very possible. I'm assuming I'll find something on the ground also. Okay, yeah. It's stuff that's like washing in from sea. Tiny metal spring, rusted stiff. Just junk. Okay, so it is like stuff from the perhaps part of a broken keyring. Just junk. So, the tower, huh? Do you believe me? Yeah, I mean, yeah, yes I do. You think I'm strange? I'm not all that certain I know how to read you. It's almost been a relief, though. To believe you, I mean. As a kid, I wanted so bad to believe in other places. Guess that not that much has changed. You grow your own food? Mostly. Kohlrabi, some carrots. I fish, too. Kohlrabi. It's a root. These, wider leaves here? Day 4. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Alright. Are you sad? Little, but I'll be fine. I hope whatever place you end up in is good for you. Thanks for your kindness. I got a loop. Got a loop going. How do you think it'll happen? I don't know. Arriving here, there was a light? Ugh, so many emotions at once. Like suddenly remembering every dream I'd ever had, but also remembering that they were just dreams. That sounds sad. I guess. My knees really hurt lately. I need to take a thing. By which I mean an Advil. Looks like part of a face of an old pocket watch. Just junk. Anya? Did your family live in the city too? Ah, nah. I came to the city to get away from them. But the idea of family kinda follows you around. Thought I just wanted a better one for a while. But a family always finds a way to hurt. Oof. It's desperation disguised as something profound. I'm sorry. You seem kind. I bet people tell lots of lies about you. Yeah, usually is how it goes, isn't it? I'm gonna like say that to somebody now. You seem nice. Bet people tell a lot of lies about you. Just wanted to see if Anya was hanging out anywhere else. Alright, day 5, peeps, here we go. Can't move. Day 6. Still waiting. Day 7. Oh, I can move. Okay. Are you gonna stay? I don't know. Ah. Okay. So she gets sent to the way station and doesn't actually necessarily leave by the time that they tell her that she's going to. I do wonder if part of this is like let's turn that music down a bit. So I do wonder if maybe the part of this is that if like it's a story about what happens if you like what you want versus what you need. And it's about like what happens if like you take the universe's word for things, or like a god, quote unquote, or whatever, and then it like betrays you, right? So like it needs you to do stuff, so it manipulates you into doing things, and then you do them, and despite that, like it doesn't give you what it actually promised. I do wonder if it's maybe something like that, you know? These are a lot of really cool, like, pixelized photographs and stuff. But yeah, my takeaway from this is that it's basically about, somebody who... Okay, so it's essentially a story kind of about, like porcupine or hedgehog syndrome, where you want to be close to people, but when you get close to them, it hurts. And so you have a really difficult time with all of that. I also wonder, too, if maybe, like, her sisters are trying to keep her from ending up where they are because it's not good, and so they send her to this island or this other world or whatever with this girl who's very similar to her, possibly as, like, an alternate universe version of her. And, you know, maybe she, that's, like, where she can live and she can find, like, a place where she belongs with somebody who kind of, like, understands her unique stuff. Okay, I clearly did not get all of them. I got a couple, but I didn't get all of them. Man, a lot of these must be hidden real well. But yeah, I take this to be kind of like a metaphorical story about, like, that balance you need to strike as a person between your own independence and your reliance on other people. And that's why it metaphorically ends on an island where you're there with someone else and you're like, oh, I'm gonna leave, and then they're like, are you gonna stay? And you're like, I don't know, maybe. And so I think that's kind of nice. I think it's kind of a nice ending, despite that it's ambiguous. There is a little bit of sadness about it, where it's like, okay, you know, the family is kind of broken. The family's like, her sisters are gone. There's no getting them back, kind of thing. But yeah, I think it was good. I liked it. It was very high-minded. It's very highly symbolic. It's got these SF elements to it. And it's very much one of the, like, throw you into the situation and just, you know, you're gonna figure it out as you go and take in which of the story what you can take in. And even though there is quite a bit of discussion about people's flashbacks and things like that, like, obviously the world is a little bit different than the one we live in. It's not entirely grounded in our reality. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. I know this one's a little bit of like, it's kind of like a downer at certain points, which can be a little rough. But overall, I think it's good. I mentioned this before, but I'm in the middle of taking a hiatus currently from uploading stuff to the YouTube channel. It's probably going to be It's about early October now, so this will probably be for the rest of October, maybe a little bit into November, depending on how I'm doing. I want to take some time to just kind of sit down, record and edit a bunch of episodes so that I'm not doing them the week of all the time. And then I can just kind of like upload them and schedule them to go up as I need to. Because yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, I don't want to have to put it all on myself on like a particular weekend or whatever, or during the week when I get home from work, God forbid. So the plan is to kind of do a bunch of recording and editing and at least get stuff ready to go for, like I say, another month or whatever, so that I can do at least weekly uploads for that time being. I'd like to go back to doing um, some multiple week uploads again. It's just one of those things where like it's really tricky to do because of my schedule. And like if I was doing this as my job, then yeah, I could easily do huge bulk recordings, do huge bulk editing sessions, and then be able to get that stuff up pretty easy. Um, but we'll have to see. I don't know. But anyway, thanks for your patience, guys. You're probably not going to hear this until after the hiatus is over, but I do need the hiatus to work on my own kind of stuff or whatever. So yeah, thanks very much. I appreciate you guys sticking it out with me. Hope you enjoyed Fallow, and we'll be moving on to um, finishing up the last little bit of gosh, what's it called? Earth Me code after this, so that we can kind of knock that out of the way too. So we'll have finished off these games. After that, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have a couple of different ideas of things. I have kind of a plan for the new year on what I'm gonna tackle in the new year, so we'll see. There's quite a few things that are going to be coming out in November that I kind of want to play. I don't know if any of them I want to play necessarily for um, the YouTube channel or anything like that. Um, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. There's a bunch of things coming out this month, bunch of things coming out next month. So I'm sure at least one of those can be something that I'll play. Anyway, take it easy. Hope you guys take care and enjoy. And all right, I will see you guys later and have a good one. Bye.